Djokovic has nowhere to hide against relentless Sinner in Paris showdown. The 38-year-old can prove he still remains at the top, but his opponent seems to have his, and everyone else's, number. These kind of matchups and challenges in a way extract the best out of me, said Novak Djokovic, smiling, as the clock ticked into the early hours of Thursday morning. Djokovic had demonstrated that sentiment in real time as he spectacularly rose to the occasion against the third-best player in the world, utilizing the full breadth of his complete, unprecedented game to defeat Alexander Zverev and return to the semi-finals of the French Open, where he will face Jannik Sinner. Playing best-of-5 late stages of a Grand Slam against number one in the world, you can't get more motivated than that for me at this age, said Djokovic. Although this performance had been preceded by a barren run of form on the ATP Tour that included numerous early losses, the Grand Slam tournaments are now the sole source of Djokovic's motivation. No matter how he performs elsewhere, the 38-year-old has continually shown he still steps up on the biggest stages. Just as he excelled against Zverev in Paris, Djokovic was spectacular in January when he defeated Carlos Alcaraz at the Australian Open. His next task is the toughest of all. With 2 rounds to go here, no player in the men's draw has come close to replicating the sustained level Sinner has demonstrated. The Italian has been ruthless, dismantling opponents with relentless efficiency and forcing them on to the back foot from the start. Against Alexander Bublik and Jiri Lehecka, Sinner's opponents were reduced to passionately celebrating winning their first game of the match after being bamboozled from the start point 3 weeks ago. Sinner returned to a tennis court on home soil at the Italian Open following his 3-month doping ban and immediately reached the final. After ending his rival's run in that Rome final, Alcaraz warned that with such positive reinforcement from his comeback tournament and more time to fine-tune his game, Sinner would be at his most dangerous in Paris. He has still not dropped a set. I know what to expect from Jannik, said Djokovic. He's going to come out. He's going to play on a very high level, as he did basically every tournament that he played in the last year and a half. I don't expect anything less from him. The problem with facing Sinner these days is that there is nowhere to hide. His destructive forehand is complemented by arguably the best two-handed backhand in the game. His serve has significantly improved, becoming a key factor in his success, but he is also an elite returner, constantly putting opponents under pressure behind their own serves. Although Sinner is one of the heaviest ball strikers on the tour, the 23-year-old has also evolved into one of the best defenders. His opponents have been as ineffective at piercing his defense as they have been at absorbing the pace he generates. Sinner's recent record against Djokovic, which is now tied at 4-4 overall, underlines his rise. After losing their first 3 meetings, including twice in the latter rounds of Wimbledon, Sinner has won their last 3. His victory over Djokovic in the semi-finals of the 2024 Australian Open, en route to the first Grand Slam title of his career, was a seminal moment in Sinner's development that provided him with the proof that he could beat anyone, anywhere. 18 months later, Sinner is a better player than ever. Since August, he has won 46 of his 48 matches and only Alcaraz has defeated him. Although Djokovic can still compete at the highest level and disrupt Sinner's rhythm, not even the Serb knows his ceiling at this point of his career and whether he can sustain the quality and physicality across possibly 5 sets against the best in the world. On Friday today, he will take a step into the unknown to see exactly what the moment extracts from him. We know. Seeing these messages is annoying. We know that. Imagine what it's like writing them. But it's also extremely important. One of The Guardian's greatest assets is its reader-funded model. 1. Reader funding means we can cover what we like. We're not beholden to the political whims of a billionaire owner. No one can tell us what not to say or what not to report. 2. Reader funding means we don't have to chase clicks and traffic. We're not desperately seeking your attention for its own sake. We pursue the stories that our editorial team deems important and believe are worthy of your time. 3. Reader funding means we can keep our website open, allowing as many people as possible to read quality journalism from around the world, especially people who live in places where the free press is in peril. Right now, The Guardian's work is funded by just 2.4% of our regular readers. We know not everyone can afford to pay for news, but readers like you in Bangladesh make a real difference. If you've been meaning to support us, now's the moment. It's your last chance to get 30% off a monthly all-access digital subscription for 3 months, or save more with an annual plan.